Good day everyone and welcome back in our Java tutorials. For this video, we're going to discuss about working with data conversion. We're going to learn about converting data to string, converting string to number, converting double to int, and lastly, converting a character to string. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to use again our Hello World Java program, and let's supply it with our needed resources, our variables. Let's take up a lesson converting data to string. Let's convert these three variables to its corresponding string data type. So since these variables are declared inside a class, therefore in our main method, we have to instantiate an object of a class hello world. So there you have it. We have already instantiated an object of a hello world class. So we can now access our properties of this class. Okay, so let's give space. Let's convert this. Copy this. Let's convert this statement. Okay, comment it out. This just serve as our hint what data we need to convert. So here we are converting this integer to string. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So we have this method called value of. Okay, so we're going to use this method for us to convert this integer to a string. Say system.out.println, and then inside this parentheses, let's put our conversion. So string, since we're going to output a string data from this integer, and then the dot notation that would try to access a string method called value of. So dot value of, and then inside the method parentheses, we're required to input here a parameter. Okay, now our parameter is the integer that we're going to convert. Okay, here our integer is contained in our variable name int var. So copy this and paste this inside the open and close parentheses of our method value of. Okay, there you have it. Let's save this and run the program. Okay, we have an error here. Now it says that Java line 24, so let's highlight the line 24, states that non-static variable int var, okay, int var is a non-static. So let's see how to solve this error. Okay, so why it returns an error? Because our int var variable is declared inside our class, and we already instantiated an object that can let us access the variables that are declared inside the class. And then here in our calling, we forgot to mention our object. So to fix this, let's put our object hw and our dot notation that can access this variable that is declared inside the class. Okay, so let's save this file. Let's compile it again. So there you have it. Our error was fixed. And let's run this program. So there. So this 15, guys, is the value for the integer variable, and then it is converted to string. Okay, how are we going to know if ever this value is literally a string. Let's modify this program that this statement will be saved in a variable, and let's test that variable if that variable holds a string conversion of our integer. Okay, so let's have a local variable here, string, as with a variable name string2, and then let's assign it with a value of our conversion. All right, so let's output the converted integer using the system out.println. Okay, and also let us output the data type, the current data type. Let's use this new method called get class and get name. And then let's put our variable name before the get class and then with the dot notation. Let's save our file and let's check if ever this is correct. Okay, so we don't have any compiling error. How about during the runtime? Okay, so as you can see that line 28 output is this 15. This is the conversion. Line 30 here displaying the data type there. It is string. So we successfully converted our integer to a string. Okay, so that's how conversion of integer to string happens. Let's convert a double type to string. Okay, so let's delete this one. So here we will copy the variable that holds the double and then replace this integer variable to a double. Okay, so that's how simple it is, guys. So the conversion of integer and double is just the same. Okay, so let's save it and then run. So there you have it. Our double variable, which is 10.1, was converted to a string. Okay, so next is we have Boolean to string. So let's copy this Boolean variable and then let's change it. Let's change the double var here to the Boolean variable. And then let's save and run. Okay, so that's it. It's now converted to string. That's it. So the conversion of integer, double, and boolean, guys, is processed with the use of this method value of. With regards to boolean, you can also put inside the parentheses or the parameter area of value of a statement. Say for example, 1 is lesser than 2. So since 1 is lesser than 2, it would return a result of true. So let's try if ever we don't meet any error here. So there you have it. During compilation, there's no error found. How about in runtime? There you have it. This conversion, we can supply the parameter of value of with a statement. Okay, a statement that would return true or false. Next is we have conversion from string to a number. So let's delete this area and make way for our next lesson, converting string to a number. First is we have string to integer. Okay, so here in our class variables, we created a string with a value of 10. And we need this string number 10 to be converted to integer so that we can use this 10 as a number. The conversion of string to integer will be using this method integer dot parse int, and then inside this open and closing parenthesis is our string that we need to convert to integer. Okay, so in our case this string 1. Okay, here. During execution, we're going to pass the value of this conversion into an integer type of variable. Let's declare an integer type of variable. Let's just say int I is equal to the statement that holds the conversion of string to integer. So we have here integer dot parse int, and then inside this closing parenthesis is our string variable, okay, which is declared in class, so we have to use our instantiation. So hw dot string one, okay, and then let's try to output the value of this high integer variable. There you have it. Let's compile it and then let's run, and then there you go. So here we have our converted string which holds the value of 10 to a number using our conversion statement here. Number 2 is when we convert string to double. So string to double is just the same as this process. We just need to change this integer to double, since we need to convert the string to double. So this one, instead of parse int, we will change it to parse double. Okay, and then inside this open and closing parentheses is the string to be converted. Of course, we have to change our variable that will hold the value of our converted data to double type also. Okay, so let's save and run the program. Okay, there you have it. From 10, now it is with a decimal point and a 0 because it is a double. Double means decimal type of digits. Next in our lesson is converting double to integer. So we have a double variable here, and then we need to convert this to integer. To convert it, we have this method int double. Okay, let's execute that statement. First is we need to declare a variable that will hold the converted value. Int I, or a variable, is equivalent to our conversion process. Here in our open and close parenthesis and is an integer keyword, and right after this statement is our variable that holds a double value. Okay, so and end with a end statement. And then let's try if ever this conversion is a success by printing out the value for our variable I that holds the converted value of this statement. Okay, so using our system.out.println, we have to put here our variable I. Okay, so save this. Oops, we forgot that our double var is a non-static, so we need to use our object. So hw and our dot notation to access our double var variable. So here, so the error is fixed, and then let's run the code. Okay, so here guys, as you can observe, our double variable has a value of 10.1. Now it is converted to integer. An integer holds a whole number. So the 0.1 here in the value of the double var variable is eliminated and remains the 10 as a whole integer number. Okay, so that's how double to integer conversion works. Let's move to our last lesson, which is converting char to string. Okay, our next lesson is about converting char or character to string. As you have noticed, we haven't included a character variable here that holds a character value. So for now, let's add a character. So say char. data type, and the variable is, say, C, and then with a value of C, capital letter C, okay? Character value, a char type variable value is enclosed with a single quotation. Okay, in this area, let's write a statement that can convert a character to string. Using this method, character that to string will make a character to a string. Inside this parentheses, we will put here our variable that holds the character value. Okay, to execute that, let's create a variable that will hold the converted value. Since we are expecting a string output conversion, so our variable that holds the converted value will have a string data type. So let's just say the name of the variable is s equal the conversion statement character that to string, and then inside this open and close parenthesis is our character variable, which is this letter C. Since this is a class, so we need to use our instantiation or our object hw.c. Okay, so let's output if ever this conversion is a success. So using our system.out, let's put here our variable s, and then let's save, let's compile this program. It doesn't return any error, and then let's run this program. There you have it. So our character is now converted to a string. So this is how conversion to string works. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our video tutorial about working with data conversions. In the next video, we're going to learn about Java operator.